Hello dear viewers and welcome to T-World. Kindly hit the subscribe button and we will be on our way. In today's news, among the most strange things that occurred in the last long time of Donald Trump's administration is his White House and top consultant Jared Kushner permitted British movie producer Alex Holder to report 11 hours of the previous president, remembering for Jan. 6, 2021, and the days later. Addressing CNN on Saturday, Holder reviewed a couple of surprising minutes. The first being Trump's tirade about Georgia Republican authorities, Gov. Brian Kemp and Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who both would not upset the state's political race for the president. The remark happened days after previous Attorney General Bill Barr let the Associated Press know that there was no political decision extortion in 2020. He was then gone after by Trump face-to-face and freely. President Trump at the time was irate about the place that he thought of himself as in. I'm sitting across him in the White House and he's looking at me straightforwardly in the eye and he's expressing that there was absolutely no chance that person. And he's alluding to President Biden. Got 80 million votes, Holder reviewed. He begins conversing with me about how this thing would be effortlessly settled. He should simply get the mark check and starts making sense of how it ought to work out. Furthermore, the explanation it's not, he said, is on the grounds that the authorities in Georgia were not sufficiently fearless to pay attention to him and open up these polling forms and think about the marks. And afterward he says that really the motivation behind for what reason they're not doing it beside being not adequately daring, he says. They're idiots. And he happens about different tricks also. Acosta affirmed he implied Kemp and Raffensperger and Holder concurred. He said they're nitwits. Asked Acosta once more. Furthermore, when he goes, on this tirade and discusses this stuff, I mean, do you push back? Do you express, hang tight? None of is this valid? I think when, The principal legal officer a couple of days sooner says there was positively no proof to help his cases. The president still a couple of days after the fact is letting me know this large number of kinds of insane cases. The thought I could convince him is presumably far-fetched. Thus, I let him find his harmony, said Holder. My responsibility is to record history and hear the sitting leader of the United States. The sitting, in the White House looking at me without flinching and letting me know that he really won the 2020 political race when as a matter of fact he didn't. A House Select Committee examining the Jan. 6 assault on Congress in the endeavor to oust the 2020 political race has summoned each of the 11 hours of the film and is investigating it. Holder recently let columnists know that Trump had a baffling approach Air Force One with Russian President Vladimir Putin under about 14 days before the political race. Trump should film Trump on the plane. However, it got dropped because of the call with Putin. That stood apart to you as being abnormal, asked Acosta. At the end of the day, he's a world chief addressing a different universe pioneer. I didn't think it was especially weird. The whole experience was peculiar. I was on Air Force One, Holder said.
If you made it to the end of the video, kindly hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. It helps the channel.